Are you kidding me? YouTube, this is an open letter to you. As of late, YouTube has decided to censor us, the YouTube content creators. We no longer have a right to say what we want to say in our videos, the videos that we make, that we produce, that we give to you. We are your source of revenue, YouTube, and I really hope you know that because I don't think you do. Basically what's happened is that YouTube is slapping down on their rules and regulations on what videos may be monetized and what videos may not. For as long as I've been on YouTube, the only real restrictions have been nudity and copyright infringement, which I can pretty much get behind, but YouTube is now demonetizing content that is not advertiser-friendly. And according to their advertiser-friendly content guidelines, this includes, and I quote, sexually suggestive content including partial nudity and sexual humor, violence including serious injury and events relating to violent extremism, inappropriate language including harassment, profanity, and vulgar language, promotion of drugs and regulated substances, including selling and abuse of these items, controversial or sensitive subjects or events, including subjects related to war, political conflicts, natural disasters, and tragedies, even if graphic imagery is not shown. Now, I can understand the nudity thing to an extent, but sexual humor? Are you really gonna try and censor our sense of humor? Really, YouTube? And inappropriate language? What are you, our parents? Do you want me to put $1 in the swear jar? But what I really can't get behind is the rest of it. You want to censor controversial or sensitive subjects, which is all very relative, and anything relating to war or natural disasters or tragedies or violence? That is the news! Are you going to censor the news? Public cable television has all sorts of PG-13 regulations, and even they don't censor the news. So you know what, YouTube? You can try and censor us. Here on this channel, we do use vulgar language, and sometimes we make sexual jokes because I guess we just have a filthy sense of humor. So go ahead, censor us. Stuff a bar of soap in our mouths. That'll teach us. You have every right to do so. It's your platform. It's your advertising. You're just following the terms of service. You reserve the right to turn off monetization if a video does not fit your guidelines. You're well within your rights. And I love you, YouTube. I really do. But I've grown immune to the taste of soap in my mouth. And you know what I'd really like to say to you, YouTube? There's just one thing that I really just need to tell you. Fuck you! What the fuck? Like, literally, what the fuck are you doing? You used to be a great fucking company, but now you're turning into this overbearing parent of the internet, and it is very fucking concerning. I remember the days where you used to let us do whatever the fuck we wanted on this platform, and it was spectacular. It was revolutionary. I mean, that's why I love YouTube. That's why everyone loves YouTube so much. It's the one place where anyone can post any video that they want. They can say whatever they want, and it's just there on the internet, and anyone in the whole world can see it. You don't need to be connected to some huge network. You don't need to pay assloads and assloads of money to just get 5 seconds of screen time. You can just do it all by yourself, and you don't need anyone to tell you what to do or how to do it because that's what YouTube is. And now you're gonna just stop? We can't do that anymore? Seriously? Why? You know, the reason so many creators flock to YouTube is because they can just post a video without having someone else stuff their pockets full of money so that they give a good review to a dogshit film like every other critic. Because a lot of critics are influenced by big networks and they do get paid to say certain things, but on YouTube, most of us are just people standing in their living rooms talking to a camera and no one's telling them what to say but themselves. And viewers can comfortably watch these YouTubers because they know the content that they're producing is honest and uncensored. These new rules and regulations that you are enforcing are just eradicating that. You are doing what America does best by stuffing a sock in the mouth of honest, true speakers. Now here's my $1 million question, YouTube. What benefits are you giving to all of these music artists? No, don't worry. I'll wait. It seems like YouTube really wants to be the next music platform, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. I love music. I support music. That's great. I watch music videos on YouTube all the time. Like, I fully support that. But YouTube, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but most musicians are not the PG, politically correct content that you're looking for. Most music is vulgar, and most of it addresses very, very sensitive and controversial stuff, and a lot of it is really sexual. But you're promoting these artists, so why would you censor them, right? Where's the fucking line? You can't just pick and choose what videos can say what they want and what videos can't. I mean, I get that it's your platform and you have the right to do what you want, but come on, YouTube. Some may make the argument that music is art and art cannot be censored, but you are censoring art by censoring any video on YouTube. It's the same reason why public nudity is illegal unless it's for artistic expression or religious purposes. I mean, I've seen topless women walking around Times Square and nobody told them not to do it. I'm not saying I want to walk around YouTube with my top off, but you get my point. Who decides what is offensive? Who decides what is artistic expression and what is obscene? We live in this era of triggers and all of these unnecessary rules and regulations just in order to make sure that people's feelings don't get hurt. And I get that there are some real triggers in the world. I get that people have problems. I get that there are things that some people might not want to watch, some people might not want to look at. I get that. But for most of the world, do you know what I have to say to that? Get the fuck over it. Be an adult. If something offends you, welcome to the world! It's not all rainbows and daisies. The world is a fucked up place no matter how hard you try. You just cannot censor the ugliness of the world. And by trying to, you're just making it uglier. And I don't think that you should censor the world. I think it's important to know all of these terrible, violent, offensive things happening. Otherwise, we're all just living in a weird fantasy, and that's just not healthy, nor is it helpful. Tons of channels have been hit with your stupid regulations over the past 2 days. Yet I keep seeing you, YouTube, I keep seeing you promoting music videos that are very provocative and very sexual, and they're all over YouTube, and they, I'm pretty sure, are being monetized. Why can explicit music artists and really, really large channels get away with this, yet you're attacking the small YouTubers, the small creators, for talking about offensive content or even their own personal struggles? Philip DeFranco's channel was hit on almost 20 videos because of his offensive, obscene language. Luke Cutforth was hit on a video called My Depression Story because apparently talking about depression is not suitable content. What the actual fuck? All creators deserve to get paid equally for their work. I don't care if you don't like it. Every creator deserves to get paid for their work. Artists deserve to be paid for their art. Self-expression should never be censored, and I will not let a large internet platform strip me of my freedom of speech. YouTube, if this is because of the pool of the advertisers, can I just tell you, you are too big to fail. Let them go if they don't want to be here. If advertisers want to jump ship, what platform are they going to go to? Last year, you reported providing billions of dollars to your creators. Based on our standard agreement, we get about 60% of the overall pie, and we're a small, shitty company. Now let's do some math here. 40% of that overall pie goes to you for basically just maintaining a website. A website with zero customer service, zero explanation or communication with users, and zero way to talk to someone so you don't get totally screwed. I love you, YouTube, but your communication skills fucking suck. I just have like no words anymore. Congratulations, YouTube, you have become the equivalent of network TV where TV shows go to die. It's like you're trying to make that PG-13 Deadpool movie that we almost got. Deadpool was not meant to be censored, and neither are we. You're gonna let a fictional character have more rights than us? Let creators create, and let advertisers suck a sweaty, salty cock. You're YouTube, not little bitch tube. So now let's talk about options. What options are there? Do we start a new video platform and just see how that goes? Do we just rebuild all of our channels from the ground up, totally from scratch, all over again? Nobody wants to do that. YouTube, you have two options here. One, you just stop this bullshit. You just stop, you stand up, and you say, hey, we fucked up. We're sorry, we're just gonna forget about all of this and just move past it and act like it never happened. Or you can stand down, accept defeat, because if you continue this, you are defeated, and you let another platform take over. Now, there are a lot of plausible video platforms that could take the gig, but there's one in particular that I really wouldn't be surprised to see take over. And I really don't want it to because I love YouTube, but this is what you're doing. You're destroying yourself. Here's my idea. Facebook. Yeah. Facebook. Now is your time to crush Google Facebook. One company you always wanted to beat down, you always wanted to jump to the top, now is your chance. Facebook has already basically taken over the internet. It really wouldn't be that hard to just take it one step further. I mean, how many times have you shared a cat video on Facebook, or a recipe video, or a news video? There's so many videos on Facebook constantly being shared over and over and over again. They're everywhere. Facebook is flooded with videos, and not one of those videos is monetized. If Facebook allowed monetization, they would make billions. Facebook is the most shareable platform with the most shareable videos. Now incorporate the YouTube model by giving each page 60% of their cut. Billions. They will make billions on advertising. And on top of that, Facebook would no longer have to rely on the shitty system of charging pages in order to get anything out there at all. You wouldn't have to pay to expand your page reach, you would just have equal fair ground for all pages, just like YouTube is. And Facebook would just have to sit back and collect. Don't try to be humble, Facebook. We all know that you are crazy, money-grabbing pricks. But by doing this, YouTube would bleed out in a matter of fucking minutes. But I don't want YouTube to die. I love YouTube. I grew up with YouTube. I made my first channel in 2007, only 2 years after YouTube started. And it was my home. It was my safe haven where I could say whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and anyone could see it. I could express myself. I could make art and I could put it up on YouTube and anyone anywhere in the world could see it. I made friends, I learned, I continued to grow and get better and better at making videos. I've grown up with YouTube and this community on YouTube, and it's always been there. It's always made me feel safe. And now, you've stripped that away. I don't care if you censor this video, and I want you to know that I don't care. I will keep my freedom of speech, and I will say whatever the fuck I want to say. If you don't let me say it here, then I'll say it somewhere else, and so will the rest of us. Good luck coming back from that. By trying to censor us, you have just obliterated the sanctity of this place. I'm afraid to make a short film and put it on YouTube and have it not conform to your guidelines. I'm afraid to talk about important subjects because you may consider them sensitive or controversial. I'm afraid to make raunchy jokes because you may not approve of my sense of humor. I'm afraid that I and many others will no longer be paid for our hard work. I'm afraid of you. But YouTube, you should be afraid of us. You exist because of us. You thrive because of us. We bring you an audience. We have given you everything. Creators can survive without YouTube. But can YouTube survive without the creators? I'm Steph Koza, and this is my fucking show.